Two fixtures West Ham United fans traditionally always look out for, and where we traditionally always have the best atmosphere, is ironically the last two games. It's Tottenham and it's Man United. We lost one last week in a pretty bad manner, but today Jimmy Greaves used to say football's a funny old game, you know what I mean? Saint and Greavesy show back from the 80s. And yes, it's a funny old game. And wow, was it a funny old game today? Was it a funny old game today? It was. It was really, really weird. It finished West Ham United 2, Manchester United 1. And I know you Hammers fans out there like me. This is this is one of the games we like to win. We like to go to and watch and things like that. But yeah, don't ask me what went on. You guys know it could have been so many goals the other way in the first half. We were all over the place. Carlos Soler was all over the place. A few of the defenders all over the place. It was a mishmash of a game, a bit like the schoolboy game where you attack us, we attack you. There's no rhythm. There's no... We don't know what, especially us, we didn't know what we were trying to do. What's our philosophy? What's our tactics? It was just all over the place, and how Man United didn't come away with a point, I haven't got a clue, but who cares? Who cares? We've won. We got the 3 points. I'm just going to put the league table up. For you guys. So yeah, we're sitting in 13th place. Liverpool, Arsenal obviously in action at the moment. So Lopetigui's first 9 games in charge. We are 13th, but when you look at it, we're kind of 1 point behind Newcastle. We are ahead of Man United on goal difference. So it's kind of like I was saying, the start for Lopetegui, it's kind of all right, and it's all right. But the problem is, he still doesn't know his best team. I still don't know what he's trying to do out there. A very odd starting lineup, I thought, with Carlos Soler. Why are you not picking Summerville? Why are you not picking Summerville? I've been banging on about him before the first game. You know that. You follow the channel. You got to have a front three behind the striker of Summerville, Kudos, Bowen, Paqueta behind, but Paqueta behind as one of the CDMs if you want. He ain't been great. You're shit today as well. Don't get me wrong, yeah. But the two behind, he's up to the manager to decide which two he wants as his CDM pair at the 4 we've got. But you've got to play Summerville, you've got to play Kudos, you've got to play Bowen, and then full Krieger and Tony up front at a bare minimum. And 4-2-3-1. Let's see what happens. I don't know what this 4-1-4-1 is. Rodriguez, okay, he's done all right. So put him as one of the CDMs then, right? With either Souček or Soler, Alvarez, whatever. Just, you're the manager, you do it. But the front 3-4 have got to be what I just told you at a bare minimum. Of course, we still need to learn how to defend. We're just all over the place, but I'll take it. United are a mishmash of a team. We're a mishmash of a team at the moment. But I think Lopetegui, he really needed this, and I felt for him, and I'm happy that he got a win. Obviously, he's doing a lot of things we're not happy about, but he's our manager, and I'm really, really happy for him. I'm happy for your fans there. And yes, I could dissect and go into a lot of things in the first half. We could have been 5-0 down. I get that. You know, but it's all about Summerville. Surely, you know, he's arrived. It took time, but the boys arrived. And thank God, the things I was telling you guys, that the guy was Leeds player of the season last season. He was a championship player of the season last season. He's everything we've wanted as a left winger that Benrahma couldn't quite provide, and Paqueta couldn't quite provide, which is pace, which is kind of confidence. He can take on people. He's very hard to mark. He draws the tackle. He can score. He's a penalty taker as well, and I think he wanted to take that one in the end. We'll come into it in a minute. He's got everything in his game, and we cannot, as a club, we are not rich enough not to play Summerville. Don't know what's gone on with Guilherme. Full Krieg is injured. That's 60-70 million worth. We cannot, as a club, afford, at least when Summerville is fit. And he seems to be a really good lad. He ran across to Kudos, gave him a hug, and one or two of the others on the bench. So seems to be a really popular lad. Really, really good. But I was always worried that these players come to West Ham on form and we just don't play them. Their confidence goes down. They're doubting themselves. It's typically what we do, right? And then sometimes, especially in David Moyes' case, he wasn't even speaking to them. And then when they come on, they're just not in the mood. But he was raring to go. He didn't mind that the managers hardly looked at him all season. He was ready. and he was a handful. The substitutions half time completely changed everything. We had too many yellow cards. I think Paqueta went off. Mavropanos had to be protected. He was injured a little bit as well. So Summerville obviously got the goal. Very lucky, but we'll take it. This could be the game that perhaps rescues Lopetegui season, because in the first half we were all over the place, and I was just thinking it's just a matter of time before Lopetegui goes. This ain't happening. And it could still happen. I'm not saying it, but let's enjoy today's win. You don't know how we won. I don't know how we won. Who cares? Let's enjoy it. It's just one of those things. But yeah, I think it was a miss kick from Danny Ings. It fell kindly to Summerville. He was there at the right time, at the right place, and tapped it in. You've got to be there. It's a crucial thing. It wasn't a very difficult goal. Well, you say it wasn't a difficult goal to put away. Look at the one Dalala, wherever the fullback is, one of the worst opening misses I've ever seen, Premiership, right? So that can happen to you. And then obviously they came back into it. Bad marking. I think Souček was standing there, Casemiro, but that was 1-1. I thought there's going to be a lot of goals in this game. And there's a penalty. I didn't think it was a penalty. I looked at it. I kind of can see it. But at the beginning, it took me quite a while to figure it out. But if they didn't give it, I would have understood as well. They're looking at the handball. It's going to be, because it's Man United, it's going to be all over the media. And I think TalkSport are talking about it. Sky Sports are talking about it. It's going to go viral. It wasn't a penalty. They were going bonkers. Listen, I don't care. We got it. And then Bowen scored after good time. His second penalty. So Bowen put it away. And we kind of 12 minutes added time, which again I've never seen before. We kind of rode that out, and so I think take the win. But Mr. Lopetegui, please play Summerville every single game. Do 4-2-3-1, my man. Put Antonio again put a fair shift in, to be fair. When he comes back from Jamaica, it takes him like 2 weeks to wake up, and he was fresh, which ain't fair on West Ham either. So when he comes back from Jamaica, he's fucking crap the next game or so. Then he kind of wakes up. He did all right. Fulkrug, fuck knows what's going on with him, but we still need a striker. But the three behind, the Kudos, Bowen, has to be Summerville. Kudos is banned at the moment. Still looks like 3 games, I think. So keep an eye on that, everyone. I think that's, hopefully it sticks to 3. There are rumours it could have been 6, and maybe it will be. But at the moment, it just looks like 3-match ban. 1 has already gone, 2 to go. But let's just enjoy today. It's a great win. We always like beating Man United. It's a big game, and we needed that result. It's still not great when you look at the league table. We're lower mid, whatever. But and I still don't know what Lopetegui wants to do, what he wants to achieve, what his best team is. I don't know what we're trying to do. We're giving away far too many chances. And yes, it could have been that. It could have been a huge loss. But I don't want to go into that. But you all know what it is. But it is still concerning with Lopetegui. It's still he's got to pick his team. He's got to kind of keep it more tight at the back. And then he coaches really well from the touchline. He's really passionate. I love that. But it's just the way we're set up. The way we set up, we're too open, too ill-disciplined, and it doesn't quite, on face value, doesn't quite match what the manager The manager appears to be passionate, knows what he's doing, great coach. He knows each person, even shout at Bowen, like, what are you doing? Get back, and all that. I love all that, but the team doesn't reflect perhaps what I'm thinking Lopetegui's trying to do. Or am I getting the wrong end of the picture? But for me, it's still open in the air in terms of Lopetegui's future. But the players are kind of there. We know we've messed up in the market a little bit. We need to get that striker in. Hopefully, 8, 9, 10 games, whatever, they're used to the manager, and we improve and we go up the table a bit more, into the mid-table at least, and then we'll see if we can get into 9th or whatever. But one game at a time. It wasn't great, but listen, we won. We hung in there. We won. We take it. It was a controversial penalty, call it what you want, but I'll take it. Man in the match, they gave it to Summerville. Why not? He completely changed the game. First half, we were dog shit. Second half, lot better, right? And we do have a good squad. We are lucky with that. Let's use every single player as we can. And that's it. Let's enjoy it. I'll dissect it a little bit more tomorrow, where I'll put up the rating. Yeah, let's go for the ratings tomorrow morning in the Final Word show. We'll dissect it a bit more, and we'll talk about in a bit more detail about what went on in 1 or 2 things. But sufficient for me to just say that enjoy it. We kind of we've had a lot of downs recently, and especially last week wasn't very, very enjoyable. But enjoy it today. Summerville was too hot to handle for United, and the Battle of United, West Ham won. West Ham 2, Man United 1. Everyone enjoy it. Everyone enjoy it. Have a rum. This one needs topping up. So cheers from me. God bless.